Nobody ever said to become the best was easy. You have to also understand when you're up for this type of route that you're going after, whether it's through real estate or whatever the case may be, and the goal behind it is to become successful, there's a lot of things that you are going to be sacrificing. You're the one selling your service, so you better make sure people are understanding it the way you have it set out to be understood. You set the standard for your business and the services that you sell to people. Majority of what I've always dreamt of having literally came true. It always does. You just have to make sure you're envisioning it right, along with putting the right strategy and process behind it. And one of my biggest insights when it comes down to success is this. You will always owe it to yourself more than anything in the world. Before you ever try to succeed at anything or help anybody with anything because you're a giving person, always help yourself first. You cannot help people if you don't even know how to help yourself. What advice are you possibly going to give them? What route are you possibly going to push them to succeed if you haven't pushed yourself first? You are what you present to people. They are going to take your word for it based off of who you are as a person, based off of the things you do. Concealer is by Morphe. When the route gets hard, do not ever think to pity yourself or be like, oh my God, I'm doing an X amount of work or blah, blah, blah. You're supposed to. Again, nobody said it was easy. You have to either be up for it to literally get through this phase. You pity yourself, you literally fall victim to life's journey, okay? Everybody's supposed to go through certain obstacles. The second you pity yourself, you have literally become a victim to the situation, and therefore you lost all control and power over it. I think complaining is literally poison. As long as you understand the jackpot that you're working towards, it does not have to make sense to anybody else in the world, okay? It never will. By the way, people don't actually believe in anything happening until they see the proof and the factual stuff that had led to it happening. So you can talk about something you're working on. You gotta also keep in mind people aren't really going to be a big believer of it till they see what comes out of it. There is this life saying that a lot of people actually go by where you live once, do whatever you want. I have always thought otherwise. If you live once, you actually are supposed to choose it very, very wisely. You will come to an understanding to realize you actually wasted half of your life. I love, love, love putting extra blush. My favorite product when it comes down to face meat is always blush. When you are on your own journey, you never ever compare yourself to anybody else's journey, because I do believe in this. A lot of people might not believe in it. To each their own. Each individual has their own journey written for them. You are also the writer of your journey, where you're able to dictate and decide what you would like to happen. Now, what plays a role is how hard you work on it, what you invest into it, the routes you choose. At times, some things aren't meant to happen, but there's also the belief that I have where some things don't happen because of you. What was meant to happen was for you to understand the lesson behind it in order to do it again rather than be discouraged. You never ever in your life compare yourself to anybody, because there are key factors in their journey that differ from yours. Their reason to why might be different than yours. Appreciate your own journey, and trust me, it will flourish. If you do see somebody else's success actually coming true, it's because of their belief in it and their energy that they're pouring into it. That's all it is. Wait till you see somebody that's actually very success driven, continuously come up with new things, continuously push to achieve more things. Why do they continue to push? They understand there is no limit to their success. Success driven people are actually very hungry people, and they don't stop at the first milestone that they hit. Becoming the best of the best all comes down to the journey you accomplish, comes down to the work ethic you present, it comes down to a lot of things. Whoever tells you you can't do it and you actually go based off of their logic, you actually have just made one of the biggest mistakes in life. What if it's actually reflection? What if they tried something in life, they weren't able to do it, so they tend to tell people that you can't do it? Let yourself be your why in life. Why are you working so hard to become successful? Because you deserve it. Why did you walk away from this deal? Because it does not match my criteria. You always understand the solution to everything in life. This isn't the type of work you'd like to deal with when it comes down to representing your business. Completely fine. Walk away, let it go, and move on to the next, or find something that matches the criteria you're building towards. Not everything needs a yes in life, trust me. The more yeses you give, the the harder you make it for yourself, because you're not allowing yourself to actually figure out what's right for you. There's you working towards your success versus listening to people that are actually going to be weighing you down. If you ever fall into this route, you better make sure you get back into this route as soon as possible. It's your life. No, it does not make you masculine as a woman if you're going after your success. I believe it actually makes you way more feminine. You're pushing to become the best version of yourself, which is when a woman is actually at her most feminine. All these good characteristics and traits are inputted in you. I really hope you guys apply these principles on a day-to-day basis for yourselves the way I do. It works. I promise you it does. Bye.